Let's play some open roads. Look closer and flip over. Me, Mom, Grandma Helen, Grandma's 80th. Oh. Mom wants me to pack up my room to get ready for the move next week. It's taken a while, but I'm pretty close. Just a few things left before I can cross it off my to-do list. All-night movie marathon. Ooh! All-night movie marathon. Hell yeah! A pen. Video Galaxy. So I used to work at or I might still work, but it sounds like we're moving, at a video rental place, which is pretty cool. A jackalope.
Ah, Nevada. Home to all manner of folksy cryptids and cool dads.
No, we're packing that. We're packing that. Push pins, packing that. I forgot it. Opened that. But happy belated. Sorry for the lateness, Tessa Bear. Things always get away from me here, but you're always on my mind. We'll call soon. Can't wait, Dad. Yeah, we'll pack that up. Liquid Gold, a history of the Canadian-American bootleg trade and the secrets fortunes left behind. Oh, definitely pack that up. Oh, looks like we checked it out many times over the years. All right, well, we'll pack that. She's great. Oh, bootlegger gold. Look, there seems to be a bootlegger motif going on here. Oh, yeah, that's what we zoned in on. I wonder how well that's going to be entering into this whole thing. The fun zone. It's like, Dad, laser tag, go crash mini golf. Search spots. Oh, we're treasure hunting. All right. The hunt for buried bootleg treasure. Okay. So, yeah, there's a storyline unfolding around us here. Pack up the power strip. Ooh. This is the magnificent game already. We can pop bubble wrap. Hello, Fairloo. Welcome. Moving day. So I'm going to assume we're keeping this calendar up to date. So it looks like we got about 8 days till we move. Website design services, web publishing. $248. 2003. Okay. Seance nail color. Never forget marking the anniversary of 9/11. Never forget. Yep. Okay. What are we looking close? Movie reviews, Pirates of the Caribbean, Matrix Reloaded, page 4. Kind of want to read those reviews. Doesn't look like we can, though. Pack that. Pack that. Andromeda Theater. Plane ticket.
Better leave these where Mom won't see them.
Why? Are we leaving without her knowing? Premium. So let's see. We're going from Detroit to Reno. Out of the frying pan into the fire, you ask me. Pack the eraser. Pack the eraser. You can't use the computer. You can't pack the candles. You can't pack the thing. Ooh, birthday card. Happy birthday, Teresa. It's always so much fun to have you visit. I can't wait till next time. I'm proud of you, your business, and the kind of woman you're becoming. All my love, Aunt August. Neat. That's nice of her. Oh, friendship bracelet. Fran. Who's Fran?
Oh, right. I was supposed to feed you. Poor little guy.
Oh. We're packing that. We're putting some batteries in it. Fuck yeah. Hey, Tess, we're doing movie night at your place? Yes, we are. What movies are we bringing from work? It's a comedy double feature. Might give you one clue as to which movies they're going to be. What is it? I already gave it to you. Tess, don't do this to me. You have your clue. What will it be? Clueless. Yeah. And Clue. Oh, yeah, that's what's up. Fuck yeah. Clue for the win. Clueless is good too, but Clue, I mean, if you haven't seen Clue yet, by God, watch Clue. Oh my God. It's so good. Dementia tips from a teenage grandson. When both a grandparent begins to experience dementia, can be really hard. More than just memory loss. Be adaptable. Look on the bright side. Don't forget. Huh. That's interesting. Cookie? Cookie. Sea monster spice. Ooh, I want to try that. All right. So we're getting a little bit of a picture here. Looks like we're moving from Detroit to Reno. Dan's a little late with the birthday stuffs. Hip hippo. Can't forget him. We work at a video rental place. We seem to be all about movies. Oh, hey, I've been looking at my workday. This doesn't mean ahead. Hopefully we'll be watching along soon. Not a problem, Robert. Be good to see you here when you get here. May you enjoy all the blessings of the coming year. So proud of you, Grandma. No. Let's see. We can't pack. Oh, pack up the poster. Yep. And pack up the poster. Yep. Anything else? What about, drawers? Pack that. Pack that. Pack that. We have a lot of erasers. In loving memory, Helen Sophia Divine. Oh, dear. Greenville. Kind of getting the sense that our grandma got dementia and has passed, and that may be the impetus for us moving here. Report card. Pretty solid student. Not so great in geometry, but I mean, still not too bad. Great improvement in chemistry. Nice. And we're also learning about that we may be doing a treasure hunt, which is neat. Always love a treasure hunt. Oh my goodness, so many clips. And we also do web design. Perhaps for a little bit of cash on the side. I think that's about everything we can pack. What about in the closet? Oh, yearbook. Stay in school, don't turn out. Okay. Class of 2003, next year we rule the school. Francine was here. Hey, Bestie wanted to make sure. Oh, Fran. We had the friendship bracelet from Fran. Hey, Bestie wanted to make sure you wouldn't miss this message. Now anybody who else signs this will know I'm your bestie, not them. Let's have a great summer this summer. Movie night every night, Francine. I'm the first to sign your... That's good. Jason, that's good. We're definitely packing that. Oh, that's the memories there. All right. Let's see. Pack up rest of room. Close enough. I think we got everything, yeah? Oh, pick up work shirt.
Guess I'll have to pack this after my next shift.
Okay, so we're not done with work yet. I don't think there's anything else. We can't crouch, so far as I know. I already opened all the drawers. What about this? We can't pack that. Can't pack the plant. Oh, photo. Pack that. Okay, almost missed that. I think that may be it. I don't like how it says close enough. I don't like that. What am I missing? All right, close enough.
Tess,
Yeah?
come down to the basement. There's something I want to show you.
The basement? What is it?
Oh, it's nothing really.
I
Remember,
love Opal's hair. Just gonna say.
This?
And I love that painting, my God. Yes, absolutely, I love it.
I love it. Where did this masterpiece come from?
Your Aunt August made it. When she was a kid. It's Lady, the dog we had when we were growing up.
And Aunt August isn't a rich and famous artist now?
Well, she is one of those things. Not a
I love
famous
Opal's whole
artist,
style.
though.
We've still got a little while before we actually move out, right? Like a week?
Yeah, about.
The estate sale was weird. Having all those people in the house, picking through Grandma's stuff.
Estate
Glad
sales
it's
are weird.
over.
Yeah, me too.
Like, you can get some
okay?
good deals, but I always feel really weird, like, going to one.
Mom.
I just. We took care of your grandmother right up to the end, and.
And now they're selling the house out from under us. I know.
Want to just. Take a minute and look around and see what's left? Haven't really gone through everything since the sale ended.
Yeah. Me neither. That sounds really nice. Just looking through what's still here. Aside from this hell picture.
That's the best picture in the world, and I refuse to admit otherwise.
Just shocking.
So you're all packed up, right? Good to go?
Oh my god.
Good to
Just
go.
remember that it needs to be done by Wednesday so we can get everything out of here on time.
I know.
Let's see. Most of Grandma Helen's stuff was sold out in the estate sale. I haven't really had a chance to look around and see what's left until now. Okay. Oh, do we? I love that so much. All right, so cute. All right, put it back.
Ooh, so dapper. Was this Grandpa's?
Dear Millie, from Millie Calder. Maxims, axioms, and more from the sage of the Midwest. That sounds interesting. No one gives advice like Millie, with her wit, wisdom, and an ineffable tact. Dear Millie has been... Oh, so it's like... Okay, so it's like a Dear Abby kind of thing. Got it. But with a Midwestern flair, which honestly sounds pretty delightful. Time to turn the power off. No, I guess not. What else we got? A little article here. Leo Lambros, age 43, died. Surviving his wife, Helen Ambrose. Okay, so that must be Grammy. And that must have been Grandpa. He passed early. I'm older than he was. Leonard Lambros, property inspector.
Grandpa Leo was
An inspector for the county.
What's that mean?
He inspected things for the county.
Oh, great, Mom. Thanks.
Commercial buildings, mostly. When we were driving around town, he'd point out the ones he'd inspected. I remember he was very proud of inspecting the department store. You know, the big one on Old Main Street. Every foot of electrical, fire sprinklers, alarm system, everything. He'd say he was the only thing keeping half the buildings in town from burning down. Electrical fires are no joke.
That is a pen. If I had a hammer. All right, what else we got? Anything else revealing in here? I don't think so. All right. Yeah, don't really. What is this? No, nothing. I remember having to do this at my mother-in-law's place not too long ago. Not fun. At all.
I've got to take more pics with Francine this year. We're so cute. Maybe I should start carrying a camera around.
Yeah. 10202.
Who are these people? Mom's friends? We did our best, but the results were... Ugh.
Glad I had you there to supervise my bakery skills. Got memories. What else we got? Oh.
Wow, was this taken right here? Cool. That's Grandpa?
Mm-hmm. Probably only a year before he died.
Of a heart attack?
Yeah, very sudden.
No.
But I guess that's how heart attacks are.
It's heavy stuff going through somebody's things and going through the last remnants. It's interesting from a visual novel narrative kind of point of view. Box cutter. Kind of piecing together the story of somebody's life, but I mean to actually do it is kind of sucks.
Ugh, Mom, please quit already.
No joke. One of the hardest things I've done, and absolutely one of the best things I've done.
Oh, how did this end up down here?
Huh. Must have been in a drawer of something that got sold.
This is from one of the first digs Dad and I went on.
It was kind of adorable how excited you both got about going on those digs.
I remember being so sure that we would actually find bootlegger gold. Or at least a clue about it.
We better find some bootlegger gold in this game by the end of it. I'm just saying.
Well, at the very least, he certainly had a way of firing up your imagination. I'll give him that.
So good times with Dad before he skedaddled.
What? No one bought this masterpiece? I'm downright offended. I made this when I was, what, 4?
At Frankenmuth.
Yeah, at that pottery demonstration they did. They'd call little kids up from the audience and show them how to do it. I was so excited. I was jumping up and down, waving my hand, because I knew that Grandma likes pots.
She kept it up on this display shelf with all her other pieces
Grandma
all those
loves
years
pot.
since you gave it to her. Oh, honey.
It's okay.
Oh, definitely hold on to it. My God.
I think I'm gonna hold on to it. Grandma held on to it all this time. She wouldn't have wanted me to throw it away.
Yeah. Oh, geez, another hey, Mom.
Wow. A few pieces of pottery that my mom collected from around the world are still here. I'm surprised they didn't all sell. I think this one is from South America, not sure which country. And this one's Japanese.
I've never even left the country. Why haven't we ever gone anywhere cool?
Niagara Falls isn't cool.
It isn't Japan.
Well, it's a lot easier to drive to Niagara Falls than Japan. Cheaper, too.
It's an interesting choice to the hand-drawn animation while also not having
mother-daughter adventure.
synced up
Maybe
mouth
an
movements.
intra-continental adventure.
I'm thinking of a certain place. Somewhere warm and southwestern.
To be honest, I kind of dig it.
Somewhere where...
Like, if
say,
something's going to be
my
developed by an
mother
indie
currently
developer,
resides?
and there's limited resources,
Listen,
limited
we'll
time,
discuss this.
limited
We're not going
personnel.
to Nevada to visit Penn. It's not going to happen.
Well, what if I
It's
just
interesting to
went
see the kind
by
of the
myself?
decisions that are
By
made,
yourself?
not necessarily to cut corners,
bad
but just to
idea.
make something
come?
possible.
There's a bunch of reasons.
Like...
Like, I said so, and I'm your mother.
Like, I've seen enough indie games that are put out by early access game farms in other nations where they just throw everything against the wall and do it badly. And it's interesting to me to have something where, clearly it seems like the developer of this said, we are not able to do this as good as possible. So instead of just doing it badly by eliminating the hand-drawn animation and going more with just like character creation and bad lip syncing with like an Unreal kind of 3D element, to find a way to do it but also not do it. So they have the hand-drawn animation, they just didn't do the mouth movements, and that's an interesting kind of creative choice.
Did Grandma start dressing like this after you moved out of the house?
Mm-hmm. After my father passed, my mother, well,
Turned into a hippie.
a bit of a free spirit, let's say.
Doesn't look like that rubbed off on August much.
I think it might have. To push her in the opposite direction.
That happens a lot.
Oh, good. Some of Grandma's pottery didn't get sold. I loved watching her at the potter's wheel when I was little. Had she been doing pottery her whole life?
Honestly, I think it's something else she picked up after my dad passed.
Like the advice column?
No, she was doing that since I was a
Oh,
kid.
that was her at the
Did
book.
Grandma...
That's interesting.
Was she ever with anyone else after Grandpa died?
Whoa, where did this come from?
I mean, it's a fair question.
She just seems so vivacious. You'd think some man would be interested.
Yeah, no, not that I know of.
Do love vivacious.
Is this...
Some of the last pottery your grandmother made. Yep. After her fine motor skills started to go.
Dementia's a hell of a thing.
It's so sad. I miss her a lot.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, we got little notes here. We can't really interact with them. Okay. I think that may be everything we could interact with. We haven't gone upstairs yet, though. Let's do that.
Oh, hey. It's August.
Well, there's the sound I haven't heard
Exhausted.
in a long time.
The state sale was a lot. But that's easy for you to say. Yeah, I remember. And the answer is still no. Well...
Yeah, definitely. Good point, Robert.
The what? Oh, right. Right. Sorry, it hasn't exactly been at the front of my mind. Yeah, it's around here, somewhere. No, it's fine. Okay. Love you. Bye. Unbelievable.
What did she say?
Nothing helpful.
Is she still not gonna help us with the house?
No. She was just calling to ask me to find some book of hers.
Any idea where it could be?
It must be upstairs somewhere, in your grandma's things.
What's it called?
It has a red and black cover, white block lettering. I'll know it when I see it.
Okay, let's go.
All right. Let's look for a book. That looks like... Oh, yep. Drawer. Drawer. And drawer. Ooh. A farewell from Millie Dear. Oh. So she used to be the Abbey of Dear Abbey. But with a Midwestern flair, and then she got dementia, and now she's having to stop. So, dear readers, it's been a delight and honor and a privilege to write for you over the years. Few people are lucky enough to say they love their job, and I'm grateful to be one of them. I've learned so much from all of you, and I hope I might have taught you all a little something, too. When I open your letters each week, I'm always struck by your passion, your drive to succeed and do better. We've talked about the worst of humanity and much more of the best, and you all will be an inspiration to me for the rest of my days. Even as this column comes to a close, I hope you'll still consider me a friend. I know I'll consider you one. Yours, Millie. Oh.
Want to know something? Your grandmother didn't write this.
Oh.
I did.
You did?
Yeah, why you?
Why you?
Hmm?
Well, you're not like a writer.
Well, I don't know. I think I did okay.
No, I mean, you did great, but, you know, I don't know. Were you surprised when they asked you to do it?
I think her editor, she just wanted it to be from someone she was close to. I guess she was hoping for a family voice. I just
That's
tried to
nice.
put myself in Millie's shoes.
Well, you did a good job.
Thanks.
That was a hell of a thing. All right. Oh.
I remember hiding in here with a flashlight to read my books when I was a little kid and we were visiting Grandma.
And a box
Really
of
are
crayons,
just getting like a
apparently.
taste of a whole
We'd come to
life
visit, and
story
I'd hunker
going
down
on here
here
just
for
by going
hours.
through the last remnants of an
Some kind
estate
of
sale house.
Game in my head, I guess. I'd be hiding in here, and I'd hear Grandma out there in her room, typing away or just reading in bed. I know she knew I was in there, but she'd always pretend not to know. And I'd pretend she had no idea I was hiding. I don't know why. I just liked the feeling of knowing she was out there.
I have only slipped away into the next room. Somewhere very near. Just around the corner.
The poem you read at Grandma's funeral.
Mm-hmm.
I get the feeling that poem's going to be coming up a fair number of times in this game. Nothing in there. This is some very, very 1960s, 1970s furniture going on here.
Guess we can get rid of these.
Memantine. I'm curious if this is a real thing, and what is it? It is a real thing. It can treat dementia associated with Alzheimer's disease. Oh, I had a feeling. Eesh. Sucks. Acetaminophen. Okay, so that's just pain reliever. That's a nice painting. Yeah. Wait.
Oh, somebody bought Grandma's old writing desk?
And her typewriter. He said he was an advice columnist too, and wanted to use them for his writing. He said your grandmother was a real inspiration. He left a very nice note.
Oh.
And a lot of money?
Well, it was just an old desk.
But it had sentimental value.
Yeah, that doesn't
For
translate
us,
to financial
maybe.
value.
And for him, obviously. Can I see the note?
Sure.
Opal, your mother has always been an inspiration, not just to me, but to an entire generation of readers and writers and readers. I can't tell you how much peace she's brought me over the years to be able to write where she did. Well, I hope a little of her magic crosses over to me. Yours, Ben Gerber. Oh, excuse me. That was nice, Ben.
Well, okay. I guess it's all right that he got it.
Glad you approve.
Opal is giving off some real Heather Langenkamp in Nightmare on Elm Street 3 vibes. Or no, not New Nightmare vibes. The Gray Streak, New Nightmare.
Hey, Mom! Actually, maybe I should just put this back.
Opal, sorry to hear that Mom's doing worse. I've been thinking about her a lot lately. I know this is a sore spot, so it's the last time I'll bring it up. I really wish you'd let me help with Mom's medical bills. I get that you'd rather have me there in person to help, but I just can't get away from work long enough to make that happen. I'm sorry that money is the only thing I can provide right now, but that's just the situation we're in. If you're stressed about everything you have to do, you can always send Tess down here for a weekend again. I love having her around. Call me if there's anything to do with Mom. Love, August.
I am the very model of a modern major general. La 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 da 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 mineral.
Very cute. Love that. And I do love the Pirates of Byzance, too. Nothing in drawers.
What's this?
Oh, it's a hook pole thing to pull down the hatch to the attic.
Oh, we're
What,
going
this
in the
might be
attic.
up in the attic?
Fuck yeah.
With Grandma's things?
Could be.
All right. We can go up there, but you go first.
Oh, come on. Anything else? Oh, that's a nice little scene out there. Attic.
Okay, come on up.
Damn, it's dusty.
Ugh. Oh, mothballs.
Now,
Ugh.
where's
God, I
the
hate
book?
mothballs so much. Marriage maybe mother always knows best. All right. Ooh, creepy dolls. Fuck yeah.
Okay, well, this is just creepy stuff.
Perfect for the
Why
attic.
are these up here?
You'd rather they were downstairs?
Good point. What's under here?
Here, let me grab that. I'll put it up here to look through. Yeah, there's a bunch of old stuff in here. But,
Mom?
hold on, it might still be here somewhere.
There's something...
Here it is. Maybe if your dad had read this, he wouldn't
Secret
have stopped
space in
working
the
at
attic.
Video store.
Mom! What's in there?
Did she have a bug out bag?
This is just some junk from the old summer house.
Your family had a summer house?
Well, it was more of a cottage, I guess. We spent the summers up there for a long time.
And you've never taken me to visit?
Well, I haven't been there since I was your age. We just stopped going one summer. The summer after my dad died. I think there were just too many memories there.
Oh my god.
What?
Aren't you seeing it?
Seeing what?
Right here! Behind them? That's a freshly covered hole.
Uh-huh.
It's obviously the location of the buried bootlegger gold.
In our backyard, you mean?
Indubitably.
Lady probably buried a bone there.
Dogs don't really do that. Only cartoon dogs do that.
Only cartoon dogs bury bones, but real-life bootleggers bury gold in people's backyards? In 1968?
It
Yes.
was a different time, Mother.
Sure.
Weird little rocks.
Ah, these little stones were from the stream near the summer house.
You painted them?
Me in August. The rocks from the stream were so smooth, but I forget why
So
we
let's see.
painted
We're
them.
moving, but we're flying
Really that
in a
bored,
week.
huh?
There weren't many TV channels back then.
I am predicting that the whole open roads thing, we're going to go to the cottage before we move. We're going to visit it. We're going to see what's what. Recently, one of my daughters gave me a tremendous shock. She's married. Okay. Oh, so this must be early drafting of her Dear Millie stuff.
Did Grandma write these?
During the last summer, we visited the cottage.
Was she... okay?
Looks like her editor didn't think she was. It was only a year after my father died. I think Millie was still figuring things out, too.
It must have been hard.
I'm sure it was. They'd been married 20 years?
I meant for you.
Oh, right. I mostly just tried not to think about it.
That doesn't seem very healthy.
It got me through.
Grandma's sunglasses? Vintage. Can I keep them?
You think they're your style?
Yeah.
Sure.
Vintage sunglasses never go out of
Just
style.
be careful with them.
I'll guard them with my life.
You just rock them with some confidence. They'll always be there. We'll be together soon. I love you, and we're going to love our new life together, free and happy. Oh, I love those places. My God.
Well, whoever this guy was, it sure seems like he and Grandma had something pretty intense going on. Was Grandma Helen...
A player?
in some kind of secret relationship?
No! Not
That
the
you know
Helen
of?
I knew.
Intrigue. Grandma, what were you up to? Groovy van.
I did love that van.
I do love me a
The
van.
engine died for good while we were visiting the summer home, and so I just turned it into my bedroom after that.
Oh, we're gonna see the van.
You
We're gonna go to the
slept
summer
in a
home.
broken down van?
Well, the summer house was small, and I always had to share a bedroom with August. When I realized I could have my own space just by sleeping out in the van, it was a no-brainer.
Did you, like, redo it to be like a bedroom inside?
Yeah. Your grandfather pulled the seats out for me, and I set up a little bed frame with a mattress and all sorts of posters and pillows and shelves and things like that.
That sounds awesome. Not gonna lie.
Wow, that's actually cool. Could I do that? With our car?
No!
Whoa. There was a crime spree?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, department stores and fancy clothing shops. Places kept getting robbed. The police couldn't figure out how the crooks were pulling it off. It went on for, well, I mean, it felt like months.
I bet
So
it was
what
Grandma
happened? Did
and
they
her
get
secret
caught?
lover.
Now that, I don't remember.
That would be awesome.
Grandma's diary? Should we?
Oh, I don't think
No.
we should really...
Oh,
No,
Grandma
definitely don't.
wouldn't have cared.
I
I'm
would
dead.
care.
What difference does it make to me? I can hear her saying it now.
We don't have the option to just put it down and respect the dead. Which is what I would absolutely do in this case. All right. Forget about the past, Leo's dead. All that matters is now is our future together. Helen Divine. Postcard. Aren't any help. They think they are being good neighbors, but if anyone should know the path of good intentions leads, it's these church ladies. The children carry on as best they can, all those caught up in their own teenage dramas as usual, almost as if it were any normal summer. August has worried me a bit. She's become caught more and more in her imagination. I wish I could help her, but there's so much I can't say. It's becoming a challenge keeping my correspondence with concealed. It's only a matter of time till we're together again in person, but to hold it all inside, not tell a soul, is almost too much. But he knows, and I know, and soon enough the waiting will be over, and this will all be in the rear view. A key!
What is this? So, Grandma and this guy were definitely together before Grandpa died? And they were gonna run away together? You never heard about this?
No, this is
And what is this key to? Why is it hidden in here?
something at the summer home, I assume.
We're
Okay,
going
well,
to the summer home.
Now we've
Yes.
gotta go check the old place out.
Yes, we do.
To find out who this mystery man was.
I mean, the bootlegger gold, yes,
Don't you
definitely.
wanna
But, I
know?
mean,
I don't know, Tess. We still have so much to do around here.
Come on. It'll be fun. An adventure.
I still need to call Tina at the theater and finish cleaning out the fridge.
Come on.
a call takes 5 minutes.
Never
Cleaning
get
out
to
the
do
fridge
stuff
takes 5
together.
minutes.
You
It's done.
spend all your time at the theater, and I spend all my time in school. When was the last time we were able to do something? To talk?
Well...
You do want to know, don't you? I can see it, Mom. I can see it in your face.
You know, a little change of scenery would be nice.
Ha, that's the spirit.
We could spare a weekend before we have to move for a little road trip, right? To tie up some loose ends.
Yeah.
Right.
And some of those little towns along the way are great for antiquing.
Fuck yeah, antiquing.
Yeah, sure.
All right, it's a deal. Let's hit the road and see what we find. I could really use a break from all this, even if it's just for a weekend. Pack your overnight bag.
Way to go, Opal.
Yes!
And bring your homework. I don't need you falling behind at school.
What about August's book?
We can FedEx it to her when we get back.
Okay. A road trip! This is gonna be great.
We're on the road to the secret summer home to find out what's the deal with Grandma Helen's mystery man. Who knows what we might find. It'll be a while before we get there, though. We're on the road. Poke. We're approaching the services of Powhatan Lake. Hey, Mom.
What highway are we on anyway?
Oh, this is the old two-lane north route. From before there was a freeway. It used to be the main route north, but now it's pretty off the beaten path. It's the way we always took to get up to the summer place when I was growing up, though. So I wanted to take it again.
Well, it's nice out here. Let's
It's
be
nice
kind.
out here. Peaceful.
Used to be a lot more cars on the road, and little shops and towns along the way. But with all the traffic going up the freeway now, everything kind of died off.
Yeah, that definitely happens. Trimint gum single pack, Judy's chips, Seamster, Cherry Fizzo can, Citrisa can. Oop, her card number ends in 0322. We know that now. We have enough information to potentially pull off a phone scam. I feel like maybe I started playing this, but I couldn't get into it. It's, I mean, it's not for everyone. And I've played games very similar to this that I couldn't get into, one of which I even abandoned midway point. But I think this one has had enough flow in the storyline. It hasn't hung up on any particular point of gameplay mechanic, that it's kept things moving, and that's been nice. Text ad. Text. I guess we'll text Dad. And we'll text Francine. We'll keep in touch with people. Stop chewing on my head. Why are you chewing on my head? Ooh, message from Francine. Where? With my mom. Oh, don't be don't be like that. Oh, Francine. We don't know much about Francine other than, like, they're her best friend, but now it's like, why? Summer. You're getting into mischief. The plane ticket. Does Mom not know about? Oh. Okay, so there's something going on. Because we were flying from, well, somewhere to somewhere. I don't remember now. But I thought Mom was in the know on that one. Oh, we got the VIN. We got the title. Opal Divine. That's right, we're going from Michigan to Reno. We're in a 1992 Seno 120 wagon. Blue. All right. Those sure are glasses. And what is this? I'm surprised we don't have a "Hey Mom" dialogue on that one. All right. Well, that was fun. Ooh, turn on the emergency. No. Oh, we can't. We can't shove it into neutral. Hello, Glenn. Welcome. Turn on the cigarette lighter. Nope. Backpack. Ooh. Ooh, we can, bug mom. Clicky, 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 click. No, okay. Adjust the, boop.
Is it okay if I turn on the radio?
I don't know how much signal we'll get, but yeah, sure.
Turn it to the copyright-free station, please. I think we might be in a horror game, everybody. Service is 2 miles. And then this again. Something's fucky. So, let's see. 110 miles. Okay, it's not too bad. I guess open the backpack.
What are you doing back there? Are you gonna do your homework?
No. Reading in the car makes me car sick.
Same.
What are you messing
I can't do
with
it.
back there?
I don't know.
So stop it. It's not safe.
Don't chew on my cord. Why are you getting into mischief?
When did you say the last time you were at this summer house was?
Oh, when I was, I guess, 15. Your age?
I'm 16.
I meant about your age.
So a long time ago.
So, a long time ago.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
No one's been there since, like, the 19th century.
Ha ha.
What was the Industrial Revolution like?
Tess, I wouldn't know.
Did you ever meet Galileo?
Jesus, how old do you think I am?
I mean, I'm just estimating. It's a rough estimate. It's a rough estimate.
I'll say. It was the 60s, I think, summer of 68. 1968.
So, like, 35 years ago?
And you say you're bad at math.
What was it like?
The summer house?
And the Dark Ages, but yeah, the summer house.
Boop. Boop.
I just always really liked it there. It was an escape.
From what?
Everything, I guess. School, town, same old. Every day just felt like it was hours when we were there.
Yeah, why did we never go? That's actually an
Sounds
interesting
really
question
nice. So why did we never go?
I don't know. It was somewhere I always associated with being a kid. Yeah, we stopped going as a family when I was your age, and then I went off to college, and then married your father.
Did Dad even know about this place? I can't imagine Dad passing up
Well,
a
speaking
free
as a
summer home where
parent-
he could just hang out and do nothing all day.
there. One
So
of the
you're
fun
saying your
things
father
about
is
being a
lazy?
parent is showing your kids like who you are and who you were. And I always loved showing my son like going onto Google Earth and going into the satellite view and going into the street view and so on, and showing him my haunt because it was very far away. But yeah, like I think taking your kids to where you even if you associate it with being a kid, you're just showing them more about who you are and who you were, and that's fun on both sides, I think. I don't know a lot about this character's father. The story hasn't really discussed him here a whole lot. I'll
No,
err
Dad's
on
a
the
hard
side of
worker.
caution on this one.
Okay.
He'd work late at the video store all the time. He'd be there with the closing shift.
watching movies on the store monitors.
You've got to have something on for the customers. Closing is a pain in the butt. And he'd manage the schedules and store finances. He even made the window displays.
Fine, those were pretty cool. No. I mean, I guess there is a real reason I never told your father about the old summer place. Because I knew he would never have put in the work to actually fix it up so we could use it.
It needed a lot of work?
Well, not last I saw it, but being unoccupied for decades, out there in the middle of nowhere, it's gotta be falling apart.
Well, hopefully
It
it's
could
still
still
in
be
good
in
shape.
good shape. Maybe somebody's been, you know, keeping it up.
You hope squatters have been living in it?
No, like, you know, like shoe elves.
I love this bird.
I mean, it'd be nice if it were magically still in good shape,
You want some coffee?
considering we need a new place to live.
You don't want coffee.
To live in? Tess, I'm sorry, you couldn't live there, and not year-round.
Why not?
Well, it doesn't have central heat, or even really insulation. It's a summer home, not a winter home.
And oftentimes places like this are on roads that aren't maintained in the winter. Just saying.
Fine. Then where are we going to live?
That's a fair question.
I don't know yet.
That's
We're gonna be living in this car,
not
aren't
a
we?
fair answer.
No,
Just like when you lived in that van.
we can...
Down by the river.
How are you even going to pay for an apartment?
The theater company, you know,
I thought you said it was underwater.
well, you know, it's not doing great, but...
Mom,
What?
Congratulations, Sammy.
we need money.
Believe me, Tess, I know.
I'm not going to say... I wasn't going to choose the option there. Why don't you give up on the theater?
He could help. Pay for
Because I think that
things.
that's a bridge too far.
If your
There
father
are
and I were
ways
still
that you
together,
can
we
make
wouldn't be
money
in this situation
and
in the
maintain your
first
dreams.
place.
Well, have you asked Dad if he could send back some money to help?
Absolutely not.
One thing
He
that I've
doesn't
learned in
have
life
the money.
is you don't necessarily have
Dad moved
to
out west.
make money from
work.
your dreams. Sometimes you can make money just doing a
Don't
grind
laugh at me.
to support
I'm
your
not.
dreams.
I'm not. It's just... work. Sure.
But the fact that
It
you have
wasn't
to
for
do a
work?
grindy job doesn't
Then
mean
what
you
was
have
it
to
then?
give up on your dreams.
I think
Just-
I deserve to know.
Think
If he
about
hasn't
what's a
told you
priority.
his side of the story, I'm not going to step in and take that responsibility for him, like I always did. Your father left me in a hell of a situation. We made all these decisions together. Do you not understand that? We made decisions that depended on us both, you know, sticking around. I didn't plan for any of this. You idealize your father, you know that? And I just don't really want to talk about it right now.
Fine. Let's never talk about it. Let's never talk about anything important.
Young lady, I need my hands. I
The
gotta
radio
click the
station went
thingies.
away.
Yeah, we're pretty far out here.
Maybe I'll see if I can find anything else.
There is nothing. Open the door. You got one leg up. Are you going to fall asleep like this? Am I going to have to keep my hand like this the entire stream?
Tess, will you stop doing that?
Doing what?
You know exactly what you were doing. You were being annoying, and pretending like you don't know what it is just more annoying.
I can't stop being annoying if you don't tell me what I was doing.
I'll be a
Yes,
little
you
brat this
can.
time.
I've seen you not be annoying before.
When?
Not any time recently, now that you mention it. Just cut it out, will you?
Okay, fine.
I got an achievement, annoyed Opal in the car. Nice. Window goes up, window goes down, window goes up, window goes down. Nope. There's a little cabin there. Needs a little love. Good bones. What else we got? Not a lot. Can't really do anything in the backpack. And poke Mom in the eye. Nope. Poke. Poke. Poke.
Tess, you said you'd stop it.
I stopped doing the door thing.
Stop what?
Tess, do you know the concept of tuck and roll? It's what you're gonna need to do when I throw you out of this car going 50 miles an hour. Now cut it out.
But the speed limit sign
Fine,
said
I'm
60.
sorry. But what if I start being annoying again?
Then I'm just going to ignore you. Or throw you out of the car. Either way, why don't we just not find out?
It's back. We are in a horror game. I've already... Oh, maybe more texting. Oh. Ooh, asking Dad for the money. I don't know if that's going to go well, but I don't know if I have a way to back out of it. Oh, I do. Oh, shit. No, I sent it anyway. Liquid assets are reinvesting at work. If I sent enough back, that could help. Worth a damn. Without sinking the business out here, I knew I would. Ugh. So Dad knows I got the plane tickets. Oh, yeah, this is not going to go over too well. Oh, dear.
Are you sending text messages to someone?
Yes? Yes, I am.
To who?
It's to whom, Mother? It was Dad.
Just getting his side of the story, huh?
No comment.
It's alright. Having a common enemy can help bring people together.
You're not my enemy. Or Dad's.
Sometimes it feels that way.
Well, it's not supposed to.
Divorce does not have to be to make an adversarial element of the parents. That's one thing that is really difficult, but it's very important in a separation like this is to not
You
have
okay?
each parent
I
make a villain of
just
the other
didn't
one.
think it would still be here.
If it's an amicable separation, if it's just life
Mom.
circumstances, things like that, then there's no
It
reason
is.
to have your kid have to
it
play
looks to be
sides
surprisingly
and
well
do shit
preserved.
like that.
It's-
And that includes
Well,
self-martyrdom.
it's not just like I remember it. A little more
Run down?
weathered than the last. But I guess I am too.
You're not weathered.
Want to start looking around?
Yeah.
Women are amazing. They honestly just get more beautiful with age. And I mean that. This isn't exactly what I pictured when Mom said they had a summer home, but it's still pretty cool in a retro way. There's probably lots of cool old stuff inside from when Mom was a teen, and hopefully some clues to the identity of Grandma Helen's mystery man. Let's walk the property. Gardens.
Did you do these with Grandma?
No, August did. I never had a green thumb. She loved helping my mother in the garden.
Really?
Why do you say it like that?
I don't know.
That's my
Can you
nose.
picture August getting her hands dirty out in the garden now?
I guess not. But if my mother was ever out in the garden, she was out there with her, helping the best she could. I remember one year, maybe when she was 6, she started crying so hard when it came time to pick the berries and vegetables. But the plants worked so hard growing them. You can't just take them.
Aw. Well, now I feel bad for the plants.
She was a sensitive kid.
So am I. So what happened?
Hmm?
Oh,
To
we ate
August.
those berries.
She doesn't seem so sensitive now.
Oh. Life happened, I guess.
As it does. Makes us cold and bitter and cruel. Unless we choose not to. That's right. We can still be warm and silly and kids inside, can't we? Yes, we can. Shutters. A doghouse. There was a pooch. There was a puppers here. Why you don't we have a hey mom dialogue here? We need to talk about the puppers. Oh. Ooh. A crawl space.
What's under here?
The crawl space for doing maintenance and what have you.
So there might be, like, hidden stuff under here? Like stuff that people who are trying to hide something might hide in there?
I
Yes.
guess?
I should go
In we go.
see if I can find any cool stuff.
How did I know that was coming?
Just think of what could be under there.
Hold on. I don't know if it's safe under there.
The
Not safe
raccoon told
how?
me it was.
The floor could be unstable. What if something collapsed in on you?
Stay outside and don't go stomping around on the floor above me, and I'll be fine.
Just be careful.
You know
Careful
it.
is my middle name. Table. Tire. You know what? I'm just going to say it. This is the best crawl space I've ever seen in my life. If you go into a crawl space, I guarantee it's not going to be as comfortable, nice, and not dangerous as this. Drawers? How did they get this deep in? My goodness. Oh dear.
Oh. Cool.
Can we turn off or to turn something on? Nope. Okay.
Ooh, this is good. Mom's gotta see this.
I'm rating you from our new home, right on the water. I was looking and looking, and I realized there's no better home for us than the one we could just pull up anchor and split if we really needed to. So I bought us a houseboat. Ah, I love the idea of a houseboat. Bear in mind, I'm very careful with the words there. I love the idea of a houseboat. It's really something else. Bought it from an older fellow who's kept it perfect, and was just done having to maintain it in his autumn years. Now, just to get you and those kids moved up here, I hope it's been a good summer. Right back discreetly, and let's make plans for the big move. Something I learned since Leo died is that being loaded with cash is the only way to live. Get ready to leave all your worries behind. Helen. Going to Helen Devine. And okay. What's the next one? Oh, houseboat. Ooh, nice houseboat. What is this? The Laphon? The what? Hmm. I don't know if it's a puppy skeleton. It looks more like a cat skeleton to me. The shape of the jaw, I could be wrong, but the shape of the whole skull really looks, I don't know. Dogs vary so widely in their breeds. I guess there could be some pooch. But usually they have a little bit more of a curve at the brow. I found a cat skeleton in the weeds of our house here, like by the garden. I guess it didn't make it one winter. Where's Mom?
Is this a trailer home?
It's a mobile home.
What did I just say?
They're not the same thing. A trailer home hooks up to the back of a truck and can be towed around. You can take it from place to place. A mobile home arrives on a trailer, like towed by a big truck.
Go on.
A mobile home doesn't have wheels.
Well, why didn't you just say that?
Well, I will admit it took me a moment to untangle the nuances.
Oh, this is full of stuff. Why don't we show our mom the postcard thingies? There's no option to do that. Okay. What's Fallout and how can you be so? Wow. That's old. August's dad left her a special tie. It was a red tie, and it had special powers. When August wore the special tie, she met her friend Nightshade. Nightshade lived in the shadows and would always be there to help. He was August's friend who would never go away. Ooh, that sounds like we might be in a horror game.
Nightshade?
It was because he could only come out at night. Or stay in the shade, as I remember it.
Okay, well that's spooky as hell.
August was just a kid. She needed someone to talk to.
Did it have to be a freaky imaginary friend who lurked in the shadows? I mean, what about you or Grandma Helen?
Well, I was a teenager. I don't think I was the most, compassionate at that age. I had my own problems.
If I had a little sister and Dad died, I'd be there for her to talk to.
It's different. You don't know what having a little sister is like.
Are you trying to say you were justified in not helping your little sister when she was grieving after her father died?
I helped. I did. I mean, we were all there for each other, but I could have used more help too. I don't think I had anything left to give. So August made a new friend for herself, one who would always listen.
That's one of the things that's tough to judge from the outside looking in, decades beyond. Every situation like that is very unique with the family dynamic and the loss and everything. Gun. And clicky delete.
Oh, look at this big pink guy.
Kurt won that from me at the fair.
Kurt?
We met at the drive-in diner.
You had a summer fling?
Well,
Was he cute?
I thought he was very handsome. And he rode a motorcycle.
And he might be
Oh
your
my
actual dad.
God, a bad boy?
Well, honestly, I fell for him pretty hard that summer. It was pretty,
Cool. On his motorcycle?
he was very romantic.
Oh, no.
No, not like that. Well,
Exactly like
A
that.
little like that.
Oh, no. So, what happened? Did you break up with him, or...
I don't remember. It was just a summer thing. It doesn't really matter.
Wow. Did I hit a nerve?
Hey, maybe we should keep looking around for more relevant things.
This mom seems cool, but she's also not great about, like actually talking about real stuff. Can we get this out of our way? I want to get in here. Oh, there we go. Oh, dear. Okay, yeah, we need this. Opal, I'm having so much fun. It's a total blast out here. Really, you have to come. I know you go out to your little summer house every year with your family, but I really think you should consider working at the park with me next year. It's all people our age running the rides and concessions and games. Plus, when the park closes, you can ride the rides as much as you want, as long as whoever's running it isn't a jerk. Promise you'll come with me next summer. How are things out in the sticks? Are you still working at the drive-in? If you don't have any luck with the guys out there, wait until you come out here. The guys are unreal. I've seen stuff that would make your hair curl. Say hi to your family for me. I'm going to write you every week, just like last year, so don't forget to write back. Your friend who is having lots of fun and wants you here desperately, Lori.
Mom, you know what it sounds like. You had a Francine.
I guess I did.
I've never heard of Lori before. Are you still in touch with her?
It was short for Dolores. Maybe you've heard me talk about my old friend Dolores?
I don't know. You don't talk about a
don't
lot of
think so.
old shit. You
We
kind of
haven't
duck it whenever
spoken
you
in
have the
years.
chance.
One of those friends you have in high school and then college happens and, you know.
That'll probably happen with me and Francine. She wants to go to a theater program in New York. And then on to Broadway.
We'll tell her to stay in town. We can cast her at the Andromeda.
No offense, but Greenville is too small time for her.
So you don't think you'll stay in touch?
I mean, we'll talk on AIM and whatnot, but she'll be hanging out with all her cool new theater friends and going to the Empire State Building every day and whatever New York people do.
AIM's
And
for
as soon as I
suckers.
have a little
ICQ's
more
where
work
it's
in my
at.
Portfolio, I'm applying all over the place in Silicon Valley. Friendster, Blogster, all the stirs.
Monster?
Yes, Monster.com. That's how I'll find the job.
You know,
This game is sponsored
while
by.
you work on your portfolio, you could get your degree right near home.
Mom, please stop. We're in an abandoned mobile home right now. I don't want to argue about college.
Well, then don't argue. Just listen.
Why would I go to college and then apply for jobs when I could just skip the college and then apply for jobs right away? Cut out the middleman.
I think college is a little more than a middleman. But maybe you're right. This isn't the best place.
I mean,
to
that's
have
what
this
I did.
discussion. Let's keep looking.
I started working full-time directly after high school. I'm not saying that that is the best option, but it's an option, and I think it's one that some people, like not enough people, consider. Getting into a trade, getting into an apprenticeship, starting work full-time right away, and training. College is great. I love college. I work at a college. It's not the 100% solution for 100% of the people. That's all I'm saying. And to be fair, when I got my job that I'm currently working at, but at the employer that I'm working at, I only got it because they had college or equivalent experience as part of the thing, and it took me having 10 years of work experience to have the equivalent of a 4-year degree in human resources eyes to make me an actual candidate. The path worked for me. But it was still work. That's okay. That's a good point. Yeah, it was still a lot of work. Postcard. Darling, I know I'm running from something, and I've never felt so free. I just crossed the border, and I'm writing you from a desk in a room in a motel that's hidden off a little side road far from the main thoroughway. There's more driving to do before I find this little place to settle down, but before long, I'll have a return address for you to write back to. Don't miss me too much. True color. Plant for more beautiful parks. All right. Greetings from Canada. Ooh.
Well, would you look at this? A postcard from the mystery man.
We also have the things we found in the crawl space. Why have we not discussed that yet?
The mob.
I don't think my mother would have gone for a mob guy.
According to The Sopranos, they can be very charismatic.
Maybe he had a
They're not whacking
motorcycle.
people.
Wait, you've been watching The Sopranos? Isn't that a little R-rated for you?
Oh yeah, very much so.
Let's talk about your viewing habits when we get home.
Yes, Mom. Let's talk about blank later. That's the ticket.
Ooh, a little tiny key. What do you think it's for?
Probably unlocking something?
Ugh.
Maybe a desk drawer?
Hi. You still having fun here? Oh, it's now an objective. You're invited. August 18th, 7 o'clock, Cindy and Marcus. Cindy and Marks. Alright, time to find something that a little tiny key opens. But first, let's pick up this can. Well, that sure was fun. Alright. Cracker. I wonder if these pears are still good. Can's not bulging. That's a good sign.
Sheesh, what happened here?
Looks like the wall gave way. Water damage, I guess.
What is this thing?
It's the water heater.
Oh, that's why you said water damage. I get it, I'm following along. Well, it's not going anywhere now. Can we climb over it?
No! God, look at all that rusty metal.
I'm up on my tetanus shots, aren't I?
You're getting
We're not
fluff
risking
dander
it.
all over me. You're getting feather fluff on me.
Well, what's that thingy back there?
It's a maintenance hatch? For getting down into the crawl space under the house.
Oh, man! If I go back in there, I could climb up out of that hatch and get over to that side of the mobile home to find more stuff.
I don't love the idea of you going in there again, but your logic is sound.
Alright, well, back through we go. Anything else in the drawer? Oh! I guess the drawer, or the key opened the drawer. I didn't even know it was locked. That's on me. Darling, I've been driving up and down the highways and byways looking for the perfect spot, somewhere secluded where no one would think to look, with a little bit of space, and I know you always like the place near the water. I'll find something soon. Just keep biding your time and don't let on.
Aha! They were really gonna run away together, huh?
He thought so anyway. Whoever he was.
Why do you think Grandma decided not to run off with him?
Well, maybe she just came to her senses. She could have gotten swept up in all the emotions and everything after Father died, and then when the time came, she thought better of it.
Maybe. Or... maybe something super messed up happened.
Like what?
Okay. He was driving on these secluded back roads and whatnot, and he picks up a hitchhiker. And the hitchhiker gets in, and he asks him where he's headed. And the hitchhiker says, all the way to the end of the line, man. And the hitchhiker's just staring off into the distance like he's lost at some faraway place. And then all of a sudden, with no warning, he pulls out this huge rusty Bowie knife.
It's
I like
actually
where her
pronounced
head's at.
Bowie.
What? No, it's like the last name, like David Bowie.
Different last name. Bowie.
Are you just messing with me?
No, that's how it's pronounced.
Okay, well, anyway, maybe this guy got killed by a crazy hitchhiker. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that would be super messed up.
Nothing. Can't open those. Oh, maybe we can't. Nope. Nope, we can't. All right. Let's go back in the crawl space and see if we can get into the other side of the whatever. You probably can't just go through here.
What's in here?
That's just August's old room. Let's try and find some other way in.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see a hatch. 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42.
Mom, I found a way in. Hang on, I'll open the back door. Hey, Mom, I found something. Look, look.
Another letter.
He wanted to live with Grandma on a boat. Maybe we can figure out where the boat was by looking at the photo.
It looks like, well, it looks like a boat.
A houseboat.
Can't see much of the surrounding area.
It's near trees? Maybe we can look for some of those.
Yes, let's look
Place in
for
Canada
trees.
with trees.
Wow.
That narrows it down.
I mean, this might narrow it down a little more. Just saying. Oop. Closer. Kurt, about a 2-hour drive. Oh, we're going to continue this road trip, aren't we? Greenville. Oh. Hey, Mom.
What's this about?
Oh, that was the town where Kurt lived. You know, we were a summer thing, but we were planning on how we could keep seeing each other once we both went home after the summer. I guess I was feeling pretty lost. I latched onto him and held on tight. He became my plan for how I would be okay.
And that didn't work out?
Yeah, like these things often do.
So how'd you end up with Dad?
Sorry?
Well, you didn't end up with Kurt. How'd you end up with Dad?
Oh, it was a lot of years later that I met your dad. After college, I moved back to Greenville for my bookkeeping job. It was actually when I was in one of the first plays I performed in at the Andromeda. Your dad was in the audience. He hung around outside the stage door after the show and flagged me down. He said there was a problem with the production. He was so distracted by my beauty that he couldn't pay attention to anything else going on in the play.
Aw.
Aw, that's so romantic. It's like something out of a rom-com.
I found it endearing at the time. He was very persistent.
Was Dad big into local theater?
No. He told me later that he'd actually been at the play on a date with someone else. He told her he needed to head home, then hung around the theater to talk to me.
Oofed.
Wow. Bold. Did you find that endearing?
I guess at the time I found it flattering. And a little funny. I should have realized it was a red flag.
Aw. Sorry, I'm giving my bird scratches. That's important. Yeah, don't go there.
Not the kind of thing Kurt would have done?
Oh, I don't know.
All right, put it back. What else we got?
Do you remember... Well, did it seem like Grandma wanted to...
Leave my father? I mean... I guess when I was around your age, I started wondering why they were together in the first place. They didn't seem to...
make sense together?
Yeah.
Huh. I remember when I started wondering that about you and Dad. Why you were together. You're both so different. Did you used to have more in common?
Well... When you're together at first, everything about each other is new. It can cover up a lot of things. But when you get used to each other, that's when it can be hard. But sometimes, you know, by that point, it's too late.
Too late. Because you're already married?
Mm-hmm.
So you wish you'd never married Dad? You wish you hadn't gotten married in the first place. And that I wasn't around.
Oh, well, that's... Whoa,
I'm sure that
that's
made
a
your life a
leap.
lot
That's a
easier.
Honey,
leap.
that's not how it is. It's not as simple as that. And it's not because of you. There's a lot more to it. We'll talk about it someday.
Oh,
Someday.
Not today.
Then when?
Not today.
When things like that ultimately don't work out, it doesn't mean that you regret every single bit of the experience and wish that it never happened. There are things that you go through that, even in failure, ultimately, there are successes within each individual moment, and it will still wind up enriching your life and rounding out who you are. And there are still positive things to come from it, like having a bright, charismatic daughter. Like, that was a hell of a leap. But that also would have been a perfect time to not shift the conversation to another time again. Like, that was the kind of thing that needed to get resolved right away.
Oh, man. I forgot that August had this. I let her keep it when I moved into the van.
But August didn't even go to Fort State.
She almost did. We were both so excited to, growing up. Don't you remember Grandma talking about how much she loved it?
I remember her talking about how sexist it was.
Yeah, well, everything was sexist back then. But we're a Ford State family. You'll be a triple legacy.
I'm not gonna be a triple legacy. I don't even know if I want to go to college.
What do you mean you don't know if you want to go to college? Of course you're going.
I can make my own choices.
What kind of choice is that? To be broke?
I'm not gonna be broke. I've been working really hard on my design business. And August didn't go to college.
August was lucky. She's talented, but she's also lucky.
When I'm 18.
Look, I don't want to talk about this anymore. It's
Oh
not a
my
discussion.
God.
Fine.
Oh, so much deferring of important things that need to be talked about. Ugh.
Oh, how fun. Wait, did they not get to use these?
Hayride.
No video games back then, I guess. Poor, deprived kids.
Ooh, another key. With no teeth.
This looks like it's for a car or something.
Oh, that's the key to my old van out front. August was always stealing.
Oh, we're going in the
keys
van.
So she could get in there and mess with my stuff.
Well, well. Look who's gonna be messing with your stuff now.
Treasure map. Treasure map. There's a treasure map.
I knew it!
Knew what?
This map could only be the directions to the lost bootlegger golds.
Tess, this was clearly drawn by a child.
Perhaps it was a particularly childlike bootlegger.
Seems more
Just-
like August.
Just to throw him off.
Looks like she was just playing buried treasure. Do you think there'd be anything there to dig up? That
Yes.
was left behind?
Yes.
It'd be like a time capsule.
Yes.
Maybe she was gonna come back for it later. It was her first investment.
She got started early.
Yes.
I don't know. Let's just go see what it is.
Yes. Okay. We have objectives. Oh, wait. There are more drawers, aren't there? One open drawer. More note. Oh, I can't read that. Dear August, you were upset after what happened today, and that's all right. You needed time to yourself instead of talking to me, and that's all right too. But upset as you are, you need to remember, boys only tease girls because they or because they're different. You cannot control the cruelty of others. That's true, but you can discourage it through your own appearance. Oh no! Oh fuck! Fuck! Oh no! Fuck all! Fuck! Nope! 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 Anything here? Nothing.
Oh my god, Aunt August. I have so many questions.
I always hated that attitude. Yes, you cannot control the cruelty of others, but to have to... Ugh.
You ready to unearth this mystery?
You are really getting into the mess on this trip. Crawling through old crawl spaces, digging in the dirt.
What else are we doing
The
here?
adventure, Mom.
Don't let me stop you.
We're here to find answers. It's a tie. It's a tree and oh. Like two sad kids hugging? Goodbye, Nightshade. Thanks for being my friend. I'll miss you, August.
So this is where August buried her feelings.
Mom! Come on, it's sad.
It really is.
What?
I don't know. Maybe we should keep it. Maybe August would want it.
I think the right thing to do would be to leave it there and let August know. Just remind her that there's something there if she ever wants it. But...
I think so too.
yeah.
We can just put it in the car.
Welcome back, Shade.
All right, to the van. Let's see what's in the van, and then we'll wrap up the stream for today. I wish there was a way to run.
Oh, it's everything I'd imagined. It's got an ugly lamp, an acoustic guitar, a concerning scent of mold?
I mean, what do you expect? It's been under this carport for 30 years. That's why I'm not coming inside.
Okay, I'll just look around and get out. It is kind of gross in here. Wow. Mom was even into theater back then. Huh.
I love Death of a Salesman. That's one of my favorites. Murder at Montague Manor. Ooh.
Wow. Brutal, Lori. Brutal. But kind of fair.
Dear Opal, are you getting my letters? I haven't heard from you since you told me about Kurt. I've been writing you every week. Things at the park are lame. All the fun people left, and now it's just me, Gordon, and the dorks from Sandusky. If I don't get anything back, I'm going to assume you're too preoccupied with Kurt to write to me. At least one of us is having fun. I'll talk to you when school starts, I guess, unless I'm too busy. Lori. I agree. Harsh, but fair.
Ah, alas. Not so groovy anymore. Holy shit.
Babe, the summer's been real out there, but I've got to split. I'm not hip to another winter with snow. I'm on my bike heading to Cali. Look me up if you're ever out that way, Kurt. The owner manual. Yeah, okay. Screwdriver. Let's take that. I don't know why. Anything else? Nope.
How was the stuff? Groovy as you'd hoped?
Well, I found, this. You guys didn't just drift apart at the end of the summer, did you?
No. I came to work at the diner one night, and they said someone had left a note for me. And it was this stupid thing.
That sucks, Mom.
I just felt like such an idiot. I'd put all my energy into planning how we'd be able to stay together, planning how our life was going to be, planning how he'd be the answer for how I was going to be okay. And then one day...
All right. Sorry, I'm pausing it for this. 1, plans fall apart. You got to roll with the punches on that. 2, nobody else can ever be the reason you're okay. It is up to every individual person to find their own happiness, and when you put the onus of your happiness on somebody else, you are inviting a codependent relationship, which is terribly, I mean, for some people it works, but overall, not great. You are responsible for your happiness. You are responsible for being okay. And the best you can hope for in any healthy relationship that with anybody else is companionship, that they will walk your road alongside you as they walk theirs.
This. I don't know if I've ever cried as much as I did for the week after I got this.
That said, she was in mourning. There was like difficult things going on. As far as I'm understanding the storyline, like she was dealing with death and loss. It's easy to fall on somebody's shoulder with that. This is not the right thing to say, unless you just want to be an absolute ass. Maybe you just want something different than you. No.
He seems like an asshole.
Hey, language.
But he was.
All right. You're not wrong. There was a lesson I should have learned that summer. You can't rely on other people.
What?
If you put your trust in other people, if you expect them to be there for you, one day they won't be.
Trust in other people is not a bad thing, and you should not distance yourself from the opportunity to trust. People are going to hurt you. Trust will be broken. That is part of life.
So what? You shouldn't have friends or relationships?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Well, no, I just mean you can care about other people, but you have to be ready for them to go away. And be okay on your own when they do.
I agree with that.
Are you... You're making it sound like... Are you saying Dad left you? I thought you said you both agreed to get divorced.
Well, either way, he's not here, is he?
Mom, what happened? With you and Dad splitting up? He always makes it sound like you wanted him to leave, but...
He does?
I mean,
If he's telling you I wanted this, See? This is why you need to be okay on your own. If you're fine on your own, when they leave, you don't have to feel this way. Remember that.
All right. So what do we have left? We already saw everything we needed to see in the van. That's my headphone, lady. Yeah. Boo. Hadn't really been in here. Pick up a drawing. The Mean Boys by August Devine. One day August rode her bike to town because of how sunny it was. Because it was sunny, her friend Nightshade had to follow behind under the trees because he lives in the shade and shadows can't go in the sun. August laughed as Nightshade ran under the trees, and she and Nightshade made jokes together. When August and Nightshade got to town, there were boys outside the general store. They saw August's special tie that made her safe, but it didn't make her safe from... them. The Mean Boys came closer. They said, "Who are you talking to, and what are you wearing, stupid?" August said, "That's my dad's tie." The Mean Boys said, "Your dad must be stupid." August was crying, but the Mean Boys didn't care. They laughed and laughed. August looked for Nightshade, but Nightshade couldn't help because he was trapped in the shade under the tree far away. When the Mean Boys went away, August went under the tree with Nightshade. August's special tie was all dirty. She gave Nightshade a hug to feel better, but it didn't help enough. Oh, sad.
Poor kid. Did she get made fun of a lot? At school and stuff?
I think she got picked on when she was little, but she toughened up. I guess right around this age, when we came back from our last summer trip.
What changed?
I don't know.
Anything else? I am not a jungle gym, young lady. Yes, I am. The map.
What's in here?
That was my mom and dad's room. Well, just my mom's room last week.
Okay, so we hadn't finished
Look,
exploring.
I think I could twist this open from the inside with that little screwdriver I found.
How would I get to the inside? Oh,
Hey, good work.
Thanks,
okay.
Mom.
That was awkwardly phrased, wasn't it? Astrology. Bible. Postcard. This space for writing messages. Darling, now wait. It sounds like someone's getting cold feet all of a sudden. We had a plan. Leo dies, I make tracks for the border, and when the dust settles, you follow me. This doesn't work if only one of us makes tracks. I've got everything you could ever hope for up here. Place of our own, a quiet little town where nobody knows our names, a pile of cash that'll keep us going till who knows when. The kids will love it too. What kid wouldn't want to live on a boat? Get these silly ideas out of your head, get back on track, and we'll be together soon. Oofed. Jeepers.
Would you have loved living on a boat?
I don't think so. I wonder what age he thought I was. He couldn't have thought a teenage girl would want to... Wait. I hadn't even thought of that. My mother was just going to take me and August, and we were all going to run off to Canada? I mean, of course she wasn't just gonna leave us behind, but...
Sounds like Grandma had some big plans worked up.
Well, look, he said she started having cold feet. And she must have written him back and said she wasn't sure if she could come after all.
You think she realized that maybe her kids wouldn't have been so happy moving onto a boat with some random man in Canada? Can I start calling him Canada Man?
You can call him whatever you want. This is so strange.
Love makes you do crazy things.
Love or grief?
Both?
All right, well, we still don't really have the impetus to continue on with the drive and the voyage. Which maybe we won't. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is the open roads and we're going to find the secrets and that'll be the game. I'm not sure how much more we have left of this. King, Queen, and Royal Flush. Okay.
Oh, my mom loved this desk. I remember when she brought it home from the flea market.
I do love me a
Jeez,
roll
How
top
many
desk.
desks did Grandma have?
Kind of a lot, I guess.
It's almost like she was a writer.
She liked to move around.
Well, let's
Jinx,
see
you
what
owe me
she
a
was
Coke.
hiding in here. Ugh, it's locked. This gives me an idea.
Smashy, smashy.
The little key from Grandma's diary?
Yeah, that too.
Right.
I don't know. Should we have smashed it? Maybe we have smashy, smashy on the desky? All right. We got a note. Helen, you can't just leave me here. I did all this for you, all for you. And those are my kids too, you know. I have a right. Huh. Pierre Losach. Are we going to Canada?
What's that?
What? I'm sorry. What?
What does he mean? When he says those are his kids? Was Grandpa Leo not your real dad? Could that have been why he was trying to run away with you in August and Grandma Helen?
I
Oh,
can't
dear.
even imagine.
Look, Mom. Look. This one. This note. It has a return address.
We can get some
Pierre
maple syrup.
Lautrec, Box 9,
Big up some
Hop to
poutine.
Lake, Carndale, Ontario.
We should go check it out.
What? No.
No, but
Tess, we already drove however many hours up here and dug around getting dirty and all this stuff. I'm not driving us to Canada based on some return address from over 30 years ago. We have the rest of the house to pack up and I still need to call the electric company to schedule our end of the service, which I probably should have done sooner and...
Mom, stop.
Road trip.
This is your father we're talking about here. It's about who you really are. It's about who I really am. Was my grandfather really my grandfather? Who was this guy? Who are we? These are big questions, Mom, and you're just gonna turn around and drive home?
Okay, listen.
Yes.
I'm not doing this because of your sterling rhetorical skills. You didn't win this one. I just happen to agree with you. I do want to know who my mother might have been mixed up with,
That's my nose.
and why she never told me about it, and who my real father is. And if we go check out this address, we might find nothing, but we might find something. So if one more day of driving is all it takes to find out one way or the other,
Then why not, right?
right.
Glad I could convince you.
No, you just happen to be right.
Exactly. Glad you came around to see things my way in the end. Okay, should we get going? It's getting dark.
It's a
Yeah.
fun dynamic.
Let's find somewhere to stay for the night. We'll look up directions. Get back on the road in the morning.
Hotel night. We're getting room service. Thank you, Mom. Best weekend ever.
Motel night.
But we didn't find that hidden fortune
We're
we
getting
were so
bed
excited
bugs.
about.
Yeah. Maybe it's on the other side of the border.
Maybe. Come on, let's get out of here.
Our thoughts are with you. Okay. Yeah, no, yeah, sympathies. Doesn't matter a lot. Anything we can do. Yep. We are going to Canada, our home and native land. That's literally all I know of it.
All right. Time to order that room service.
This is not the kind of place that has a room service. I'm sorry.
What?
Hotel
Front desk, I would like to order a packet of chili
a
cheese
motel.
Fritos.
Just like the summer place was a mobile home and not a trailer.
Right. But the other way around. But there's a restaurant and lounge right next door, though.
And a
I'm gonna
bottle
head
of your
down there and get us dinner,
most
okay?
delicious Sprite.
And I'm going to have a cocktail while I wait. It's been a long day. I'll be back with something to eat soon.
Well, all right. That's almost like room service.
What do you want to eat?
Oh. Burger?
Burger it is. Do your homework.
Gideon's. Yep, that's a Bible. Okay. That was fun. Can I make coffee? No, I guess not. Oh, our phone. Hey, Tessa Bear. Hope you had a good day. Been busy with some work late tonight, but we'll talk to you tomorrow. Thinking of you always, Dad. Let's text our bestie. And how haunted was it? Super. Yeah, very. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh right. Oh shit. We still need to tell him about Nevada. That's an impending plotline shitstorm waiting to happen. That's pretty cool. Say hi to Dad. Oh dear. He doesn't have jack shit going on out there. Yeah, okay. Let me... I'm going to put the phone in the pocket. I don't know if we want to be reporting back on weird stuff we find in the motel.
Ooh, a visitor's guide. Oh.
I guess we'll text her about it. I found a brochure. It's a very comfortable shirt. Always checking the toilet. Text for... I found towels in the bathroom. Oh boy. Oh, no, I brought a towel. No, definitely all towels are not soft. I'm sorry, but no. Oh, don't do that. That's mean. This actually looks remarkably like a motel room that I stayed in over the summer.
Notify the blah blah blah. Beware. Be sure. Got it.
Motel tissues. Alright. Backpack. Homework.
Hey, it's burger time. How's that homework coming along?
Fine. How was the restaurant?
Overpriced. But I guess that's the price you pay for convenience. Here's your burger.
Thanks.
Enjoy. I'm gonna call August.
Tell her I said hi.
August? Guess where I am? At a motel in Powhatan. Tess and I took a little road trip. She says hi. We paid a visit to the old summer house. You remember the summer house?
You're getting me all
Mobile
schmaltzy.
home. Yes, still there. Anyway, we came away with some questions about Mom and Dad.
Burger. I think we're going to eavesdrop now. No, can't really hear anything. Do we have a glass?
Do you think... Could Dad have... Yeah, she's here. Hold on. She wants to talk to you. I'm going out for a smoke. Back in a few.
That's bad for you.
Hello, Teresa.
That's my ear.
Hi, Aunt August.
That's my
This
ear.
is all...
What are you doing?
It's pretty crazy, huh?
You being naughty?
Yeah, that's one word for it.
How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I really don't know what to think at this point.
Honestly, I'm not sure.
Me neither. It's so surreal.
I can't imagine Grandma having an affair. But I also don't think she would have if it wasn't the right thing to do.
Yeah, it seems pretty out of character, but she was an interesting person. My dad... I was still pretty young when our dad died. For your mom, I think this is all a lot harder on your mom than on me. I never
Do not
really
eat my headphone
knew
cord.
him.
Do not
I'm
eat
sorry.
the headphone cord.
It's alright. I've spent enough on therapy to almost be over it. Did you guys find anything out there? I haven't been since we were kids.
Oh yeah, I found a nightshade.
We found your old friend, Nightshade.
Oh, Nightshade. I'd forgotten about him.
Kind of a spooky name.
Yeah, I was a spooky kid. You know, our dad dying really did shake me up. Nightshade was to try and fill that void, I guess.
That must have been hard.
Yeah. What about the house? What was it like?
It was pretty beat up.
Yeah. I'm surprised it was still standing.
I guess part of me hoped we could just move out there.
Move out there? Oh my gosh. You're breaking my heart. You'd rather live in the middle of nowhere than in Chicago?
What?
With me, in the townhouse. Didn't your mom say?
No. What about Mom? Can
Young
she stay
lady.
with you?
Of course, both of you. But she doesn't want to.
What do you mean?
She... Look, you
You're
should
being
talk to
naughty.
her about it. It isn't my place.
Why didn't...
Oh, hold on. Work is calling. I gotta go. Love you, Teresa.
Love you too, Aunt August.
And Jocelyn is looking at him, and it's so obvious that she forgot her line, and of course she did, because she only got off book a few days before, and he's just staring at her.
That is really
And
the
Todd
microphone
needs
was
her
muted.
to say it, otherwise the whole scene makes no sense, and it's dead quiet. It's opening night. And so then she just says, "Who are you? The Pirate of Penzance?" Tess,
What?
are you even listening to what I'm saying?
Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm listening.
If you want to just drive quietly for a while, that's fine. I can do that.
Tell her about Nevada. You got the golden opportunity. Ah. Tell your mom about Nevada. Do it now. Give me the option. Ah, fuck. All right. Yeah.
Wait, where's my cell phone? Did I leave it in my backpack? Oh no.
What?
My cell phone. I left my cell phone at the hotel.
Are you sure?
Yes, I looked everywhere. It's not in the glove box. It's not in my backpack. I don't have the charger either. I must have left it on the charger at the hotel. I need my phone.
Tess, we have been driving for over an hour already. We are not driving all the way back to the motel just so you can have your phone for one day.
You don't understand. I just need it.
That's not much of a reason.
Mom, we have to turn around. We haven't been driving for an hour.
Yes, we have. We left 1 hour and 18 minutes ago.
Well, we can drive faster on the way back.
I am not breaking the speed limit and getting pulled over and getting a ticket because you can't wait till tonight to get
You know, I wouldn't have left my phone there if it wasn't for you. You were lying to me, and I was so distracted. And now you won't even go back. And
Hold on. I was lying to you? When was I lying to you?
I mean, I kind of want to ask both questions here, but
You
let's do
didn't
this one.
tell me we could stay with August. Why would you just lie to me and say August was unwilling to help us?
I didn't lie. She doesn't want to help. Helping would be buying the house, and when I asked, she said no.
But she
Helping is
offered to let us
helping.
stay
Doesn't
with
mean
her.
helping
And I
on
said no.
not
There's
on
a
your
million
terms doesn't mean
reasons
it's not
why that's
helping.
a bad idea.
At
least we'd be sleeping in a bed and not a car.
We aren't gonna sleep in the car. I'll figure something out.
Aren't you concerned? We have no plan. You have no plan.
I have a plan. Money might be tight, but it's not like I don't have a job.
All right, calm down, Dutch.
Why are you so disinterested in my business?
Excuse me?
You don't ask me anything about what I do.
I have a lot going on right now, Tess.
You're always talking about the theater, but when I talk about what I'm working on...
I'm sorry, honey, but I can't just drop everything to learn about websites.
At least Dad...
Don't bring your dad into this.
Why not? Why can't we talk about Dad? Actually talk about Dad for once. The divorce,
I don't want to have this discussion right now.
Everything gets tabled. Everything is a
You don't wanna have
discussion
this
later.
I'll just find out when I go to Nevada.
Oh,
What?
dropping the bomb.
When I see Dad when I go next month.
You're not going to Nevada next month.
Yes, I am. I already have the tickets.
What do you mean? With what money?
From my business, I'm going...
From your business. I can't believe you. That you would go behind my back?
If you just told me what was happening, I wouldn't have to. I wouldn't have to ask Dad to tell me the truth.
The truth? Please. Oh, so that's what this is all about, huh? You want to know what's the truth?
I mean, we've been
Fine.
inquiring pretty hard.
Here's the truth. The divorce wasn't mutual. I divorced him.
You...
Your father announced he was going to Reno to become a full-time gambler and expected me to say, "Oh, sure, honey, feel free to abandon me and my daughter and dying mother to try out your next get-rich-quick scheme." What? What kind of person would think a marriage could work with that kind of distance? So then I have to be the bad guy, just like always. He gets to run away and be the fun parent, and I have to be the mean mom and do all the work. So I divorced him. I'm sure he's just as proud of his new job as I am, and that's why you're hearing about it now. So sure, go to Nevada, ask him all about it. I'm sure he'll tell you the truth.
At least he'll tell me something. Jesus. You can't defer every conversation. At some point, things need to be discussed, especially when it keeps getting prompted. There is futility in inaction.
It's a dead end.
It's not a dead end. We just have to get out and walk.
Where, Tess?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I think it's through here. Thanks for the help, by the way.
Look, I know you're upset. We both are. Let's just get in, see what we can find about Pierre, and get out. Before I change my mind.
Change your
Agreed.
mind, we're already here. Oh, okay. Age and time have not been too good to this place.
Lautrec! That's the name of the mystery man. Think he's got mail? Guess we'll never know. It's locked anyway.
Sorry, we
Maybe
are in
that's for the
Canada,
best.
young lady. It is
Handling
not.
other people's mail is illegal.
Ooh, what are you? I don't know. We can't pick you up. Let's check out Larry's shack first. I guess we can't go through here. Bonjour. Comment allez-vous? That's very alluring. Not much here in the way of, like, answers of anything. Ooh, a shitter. It's been a long road trip. I guess not. Alright, nothing here in Larry's shack to speak of. Ooh, oh, what?
Pierre! Pierre was here.
Looks like we're on the right track.
Please remember there's a shared facility for all residents who fish off their boats or dock. If you borrow equipment to clean up, prepare your catch. Return it to the storage space, and if you clean up thoroughly for return, this means you pair. St. Jude Dam, let's go ahead. All dock vessels must be removed prior to due to scheduled completion of the St. Jude River Dam project. No exceptions may already, but okay. So everybody had to clear out because the dam was being built, but clearly Pierre did not.
How are we supposed to get on board?
Maybe there's something around here we can use.
Well, how about a kayak? Or a canoe. Sorry, canoe. How about a canoe? No, I guess not. Ooh, is that a plank?
This is so stupid. We're trespassing. We need to go back home.
But
What if you fall off and break your neck, Tess? Or who knows what's even in that boat? Or if the floorboards are all rotted, or
Rotted.
But we're already here. And the trailer home...
mobile home.
The mobile home was fine. I just think... If we go back now, what's the point? Don't you want to know what happened to Grandma?
I mean, we're here.
Fine, Pierre.
It's walking across a board.
Okay, fine. You stay here, and I'll see what I can find.
Yeah, that's happening.
No, you can't go in without me.
Don't tell me what I can't do, Tess. No matter how grown up you think you might be, I'm still your mother.
You're right. I'm sorry. We've done all of this so far together. I just don't want to give that up.
All right. We'll do it together, but I should go first.
No, I should go.
No way! What if you fall off?
I could say the same to you. I should go first. I'm not gonna let my poor, aged mother walk across a rickety bridge before I'm sure it's safe.
Let's flip a coin. Call it heads or tails.
Heads. I lost?
In a manner of speaking.
After you.
All right. Here I go.
Careful.
Not very climactic.
Not quite as scary as I thought.
Yeah, this thing is pretty sturdy. Especially for just sitting out here for a few decades. Let's hope we can say the same for the rest of the boat.
And here we go. All right. I mean, clearly it wasn't, good times and great memories throughout the history of this place. I'm just checking it all out. Evil. A hatch. Oh, shit. The kids' room. Please don't go on about the silly ideas in my head. My concerns are far from silly. This affects us all. You say we'll have everything we could ever hope for, but I'm not the one who decided to run off across the border and have silly little Helen pick up her entire life and her children's lives at the drop of a hat to follow, no matter how much money was involved. I hope for things that money can't buy. Treasured friendships I've held since I was a girl. My relationship with my parents and siblings. Satisfying work where I get to help people. My children to grow up in the loving company of their grandparents and their friends. These are things that you asked me to give up. And for what? Isolation, an unfamiliar place, a leaky boat, money to spend on what? What does it matter if everything else is lost? Well, yeah, we should probably aim on that one.
You tell him, Grandma.
Yeah, not one to mince words.
All those years of writing advice columns paid off, I guess. Kinda nice that she was thinking about you guys, too. Not just Uprooting your life, dumping you in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. I can't imagine what it would have been like to grow up here.
You'd have to learn French.
Sacre bleu.
Oh no, it's already happening.
Anything else? Doesn't look like anything else. Robber said again, important. Local and state police are looking for a group of thieves who made off with the undisclosed amount of cash taken from Clyman Clothier's on a burglary Saturday night. According to state police, the men broke into the store around 1:20 a.m. They dismantled the store safe, taking the money bag before fleeing. There were no witnesses. We're encouraging local business to deposit all the cash in the unless the burglars have been apprehended. It's too risky to leave any money in the store overnight. We're going to find money on this boat.
The burglary ring! Mom, Grandma's boyfriend here was a bank robber. Why
He had a
else would he
clipping.
have this?
Maybe my mother sent it to him.
For what?
To keep him abreast of current events?
Oh, come on, Mom. Grandma had a thing going with a bank robber. How cool is that?
Well, okay, they didn't rob any banks. It was the jewelry counters at department stores and things like that.
Department store robber doesn't quite have the same ring to him.
And it wasn't robbery, it was burglary.
What's the difference?
A robbery is when you take something from someone under duress. A burglary, you take it when they're unaware. I think.
Yeah, it's
You
close enough.
think?
Listen, it's been a while since I've brushed up on my criminology.
And why are they so sure it was men?
What?
It says the men broke into the store, but there were no witnesses. So how do they know it was men?
You're thinking lady robbers.
Like Catwoman.
I like it. Very cinematic.
Do you think Grandma could have helped?
Are you seriously asking if I think my mother was an accomplice in all this?
Why not?
She had 2 kids at home, and I just don't see it.
It's a good
You left out
question.
a lot about Grandma you weren't seeing.
Excuse me?
Am I wrong?
Maybe not.
I take pleasure in other people's ledger. Let's see, groceries, beet supply, July 14th, cash. November 1st, cash.
Boy, he really burned through it.
I can't imagine just spending $40,000 on nothing.
Well, some of it was on this boat.
Yeah, seems like he really loved it.
Can you imagine Grandma living here?
Can you imagine August living here?
Maybe then she would have been a famous painter, because she would have, like, had to paint a bunch of stuff to make it less ugly.
For sure.
And you and Grandma would have had to fish every day.
This is a very tempting scene you're painting.
I'm imagining something like Little House on the Prairie, but on a boat.
Little houseboat on the river?
Rolls off the tongue.
Interesting place for a dustpan.
Boy, really getting into the sea captain persona, aren't we? Did the boat ever even leave this dock? Attention, every... Oh, man, what? This doesn't work. Should have seen that coming.
Wow. That is a lot to spend on whiskey.
$45?
That's how you know
A
he's
lot
a
for back then, I
connoisseur.
mean. Whiskey was more expensive then, too. Plus, judging from the state of this place, this was probably a reoccurring order.
Jeez, slow it down, Pierre.
I don't think he was handling my mother's change of heart too well.
With this amount of booze, it doesn't look like he was handling anything too well.
Listen, let's just get back to it. It's cold in this busted old boat.
But we still haven't found out if he's actually the father. Close, 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 close. Open, 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 open. Oh, can't go up. Okay.
It's locked. This must be where the money is.
I seriously doubt that, but regardless, we'll have to...
Can I just kick it in?
I'd say you're free to try, but I don't want you hurting yourself.
How sturdy can it be? Ow. All right, pretty sturdy.
All right, so we need a key. Oh, I was surprised to receive another letter from you so soon. A houseboat. It's a romantic thought, living right on the water, but don't you suppose it might be a bit small for both us and 2 children, including a teenager? Couldn't you have written to me before making this decision? We are still here, waiting for the heat to die down. While I'm excited to start our new life afresh, I have begun to rack up worries. How will the children react with all they've already been through? What do you suppose my parents will think, and us just disappearing? My poor mother, she's already lost a son-in-law. Won't people come looking for us? Are you sure there's no other way? The heat to die down.
Grandma.
Can you imagine if my mother had actually moved out here to stay?
I'd be Canadian.
You wouldn't even exist.
Whoa. What?
Well, who knows if I would have had a daughter if my whole life had changed back then. I certainly wouldn't have met your father.
Wow. So this is like looking into an alternate reality.
Can we talk about the
I'd like
heat
to live
dying
in
down
another
thing?
reality.
Like what?
That seems important.
One where we were really rich, and you could fix up the Andromeda,
Tess,
and we could keep Grandma's...
there's no way to that.
Wow. This is from when Grandma was really young.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this one.
You look a lot like her.
Really? I always thought I looked more like my father.
Maybe you were just imagining things?
What? Oh, you mean because he might not have been my father? I suppose I can see the resemblance now that I think about it.
You have her smile.
Oh dear.
Wow. Cool.
Tess, don't touch that!
Why not? It's just as grimy as anything else in this boat. Plus, I want to find out what the winter campus fashions were in 1968.
You don't know where that's been.
It's literally been right here for 30 years.
I mean before that. Like... Never mind. And I think it was fringed jackets.
The winter campus fashions in 1968?
And patterned tights. But really? Put that down.
What else we got? Anything at all? Nope. Got a heater. Alright, continuing to look. A note. Travel expenses.
Damn, 40 grand.
We've definitely found our man.
This must have been from when he drove up here. Imagine spending $6 on a steak lunch.
Or $7 for a tank of gas.
Did people just drink more back then?
Yeah, I think so. But this is a lot, even for 1968.
Received from Mr. Pierre Rodrigue. $3,000 in exchange for the houseboat, the Eidolon. $3,000 for a houseboat ain't bad.
$3,000 for a houseboat?
Are you saying that's a lot or a little?
A little? Only $3,000 for a boat you can live on? It's a house and a boat. That's two whole things for just $3,000. Some people don't even have one thing.
It does seem like he probably got a pretty good deal.
Do you think the boat had something wrong with it?
Maybe Pierre just drove a hard bargain.
Cool. Nobody to spy on now.
Lighter, sunglasses. Captain hat. Yeah. Alright, well now we know we're looking for a key, so let's head back downstairs and see if we could find one. Something tells me I probably should have been going into this room first. And that I skipped ahead a little bit. Or at the very least approach things in the incorrect order. So now let's see if we can find a key now that we are looking for one. Oh. Was that there? I'm going to be interesting looking back at the VOD on this. Letter. I received your latest letter. This is my final response. You say you did all this for me, but you didn't. Everything you've done, you did for yourself. You were the one who was unsatisfied with our home, our income, and always wanted more. You were the one who made the decision to get more money through reckless, illegal means. You were the one who decided to run to Canada to save your own skin without even telling me until it was too late to do anything but follow along. I'm not following along anymore. You say these are your kids too. Of course they are, but they're my children as well. I'm here with them every day, comforting their grief, trying to console them over the loss of their father. Trying my very hardest to keep up the ruse, but I'm getting used to it. Used to doing this on my own, used to speaking for myself, to living this new life. I'm regaining my footing, to starting to feel okay. That doesn't answer definitively.
So I guess that's it? Grandma and Pierre went to all this trouble and then Grandma just changed her mind?
I think maybe she wasn't so convinced in the first place.
Well then, why string Pierre along like this for so long? He bought a boat and fixed up the kids' room and everything?
Maybe she just wasn't sure at first. Or didn't want to hurt him.
Oh yeah, I bet he felt great about reading this.
Looks like a mailbox key.
Oh,
I swear.
Nothing there. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. Pencils. Well, nothing more to really look at. So let's check out the mailbox.
Looks like Pierre tried to mail this, but he messed up the postage or something. Let's crack this bad boy open.
Wait, opening other people's mail?
If this guy was your real father,
Is that how that...
I don't know, probably.
I suppose you have...
Let's...
Sheriff's Department, Green Valley. Return to sender and claim no such address. Sufficient postage. To whom it may concern, I now confess my culpability for a spate of burglaries which resulted in the theft of almost $500,000. I had worked as a property inspector for Greene County for over 10 years. At a poker game in 1966, I was approached by a man interested in trading blueprints and my knowledge for cash. He and a few others targeted department stores and other businesses that carried large amounts of cash overnight. This relationship developed and I became more and more involved. I was given 10% of the proceeds from the robberies in exchange for information on how they could evade detection from the store's security. As time went on, the stores they chose to hit became riskier and riskier. I had no way to back out of the arrangement as they had threatened not only my safety but that of my family's as well. Seeing no other option, I falsified a death certificate with papers I lifted from the county office. I left my wife and daughters to cross the border under assumed name, giving them instructions to follow me. They never did, and I regret having asked them to. With what what little of my stolen profits remain, I have destroyed. My wife, Helen, knew nothing of my crimes until it was too late. She only went along with my story of death because she had no other choice. She is innocent. My decision to involve myself in the series of crime was mine alone. I ask only that you leave my wife and daughters alone. This is my confession. Leonard Lombro.
So Pierre was my dad?
He wrote this whole confession, but it never made it. It's been here ever since.
I can't believe it.
Well, it says right there.
No, I mean rhetorically, Tess. Jeez.
Right.
I'm... So my mother wasn't having an affair at all? Or whatever this would have been.
Not except with Grandpa's secret identity.
So my father hadn't died when we thought he'd had a heart attack. He was just here, on this dock. We never got to know him. He was just a car ride away. August and I suffered over something that never even happened.
Damn.
It kind of did happen though, didn't it? As far as you knew it did. You lived with that your whole life, so to you, it did.
I can't believe I can't believe he just abandoned us. All this time he was here.
For 50 grand.
He gave up his family, his children.
For an old boat and some booze.
I wish I could have talked to him. Just one more time. And my mother living a lie for the rest of her life. I can't even imagine.
I mean, we don't know that he's not around. I mean,
just wish
clearly
I
he's not
could
around,
talk
but
to
we
her
don't know
about
that he's
it.
not alive.
While she was alive, I just...
Wish she could have trusted you.
Yeah. If we could have just... She didn't have to carry all this alone. I can't believe she would do that to us, lie to us, her whole life. Why didn't she say anything? Even when we were all grown up.
Maybe she was trying to protect you.
Yeah, maybe. August was so little. But I was old enough to know the truth. I just wish we would have talked.
So, that's it?
Yeah. Paralleling
He spent all his
storyline
money,
there. Wish
tried
we
to
would have
send this
talked.
confession and disappeared, and he never came back? Do you think he could still be alive?
I don't know. Honestly, I honestly don't care. It doesn't really matter, does it? Either way, he's gone.
You don't want to keep going? Maybe we could find...
No, I think we found enough.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Mom.
He pretended to die. But he really just left me, like everyone else.
I didn't leave you.
Well, maybe not yet. But your dad...
I thought you said you were the one who kicked Dad out.
I mean... Well, it wasn't quite like that. I guess... Listen. I'll give you the full story in the car.
Fucking finally.
out here.
Jesus.
Yeah, me too.
Tess, thanks for doing this. For coming with me.
Of course.
And for pushing me to find out what happened.
Just doing my job.
I know I haven't been the best mom lately. But I am so lucky to have such an incredible, kind,
Oh, Mom.
beautiful, hard-working...
Stop. You make me cry.
just such an amazing daughter.
I love you, Mom.
Aw.
I love you too, honey.
Aw. It's a moment. Well,
Hey, Mom. I was thinking about something. I wonder what Grandma would say about all this.
Good question. What do you think?
I don't think she'd be too happy. Now, girls, I hid those private things away so people wouldn't find them. I don't know why you couldn't leave well enough alone. Well, if you didn't want people to find it, maybe you should have gotten rid of it. Well, okay. Maybe I did want you to find it. A little bit.
So you asked about what happened with me and Dad.
Uh-huh.
are
Well,
we finally going to talk?
your dad, you know, was always looking for the next thing. Always had a new idea to try that was going to fix all his problems, our problems.
Like burglary.
And
No,
for
that
a
was something else
while,
instead.
it was the video store. And then that's this thing, and then he decided that he was going to be a professional poker player.
Is that what you meant by full-time gambler?
Yeah. I mean, not really a gambler. He's not playing with his own money. It's all tournaments and stuff. They're playing as a sport.
I mean, if he can make a go of it.
That's kind of cool.
It's certainly, interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he's following his dreams. He might not make it, but he is going for it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I never really thought about it in that kind of light.
I mean, I wish he could have been here, but he had a dream, and he had to follow it. I get it.
Right, my little web entrepreneur.
It's like Matt Damon in Rounders.
I
It's
hope not.
really like Rounders. I mean, he wins a lot in Rounders, and he's a lot more handsome.
He must really like poker.
He likes it, but I wouldn't say that's the real reason he left. The split came at a really hard time. The theater was doing worse, and I was spending all my time there. Then your grandmother started really declining and needed more and more help. I think when I decided we needed to move in with her to care for her, well, being a full-time caretaker for his mother-in-law was not something your father ever signed up for. So he left for Nevada. He wanted to stay married. Said we could make it work. But by that time...
It was already over.
Yeah, exactly. I realized that this was a pattern that would never really end. Do you blame me for ending it?
No, I get it. You needed his support, and he just ran away. Kind of forced your hand.
Yeah, kind of.
That sucks, Mom. But I do miss him. I'm sorry for buying the tickets.
Oh,
I should have talked to you first. I guess I thought, I don't know, that Dad, explain everything to me in a way that made sense, and that he was living some great life out there.
no, you shouldn't apologize. I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier. I guess I was embarrassed. That I would have married such a ding-dong. Professional gambler. I didn't want to have to say it out loud. But I guess you can't keep running away from your problems forever.
Now I have these tickets and I don't know what to do.
I think you should go.
To Reno?
Yeah. I think it would be good for you to hear his side of the story. We may not always get along, but he's not a bad guy. And you guys have a good relationship. You should spend some time with him. I think it'd be good for both of you.
Are you sure, Mom?
Yeah, I'm sure. But it's not over Thanksgiving, right?
Oh God, no. And Miss August mac and cheese? Fat chance. I'm proud of you, Mom.
For what?
What do you mean, for what? You're kick-ass. How many moms would stop packing up their house to drive their daughter all over Michigan to search for a family secret? Or run their own business, run a community theater? That's pretty cool.
All right. Maybe not the brightest idea from a financial perspective, but it is pretty cool. Thanks, honey. That means a lot. And speaking of businesses, that's pretty impressive that you made enough money to buy a plane ticket.
Yeah, it's exciting that people are willing to pay me to design websites.
Well, I've seen what you can do, and you do a great job.
Thanks, Mom.
I'm serious. When I saw your web stuff, I mean, I don't always know what I'm looking at, but I know it looks good.
Thanks.
An artist's eye, just like your grandma.
And my mom. But maybe it skipped over my aunt.
Come on, her painting wasn't that bad. Well, I guess I always imagined that you'd go to Ford, like Grandma and me. It's silly, but it's not fair of me. God knows I didn't do everything my mom wanted me to do.
Like seeing Kurt?
Yeah, exactly. Amongst many other things. But yeah, it's hard to let go, to see you as an adult, and not just my baby girl.
Mom.
You were so cute back then. Even cuter than now.
Stop.
And you had the biggest head. Everyone said it. Everyone said, that's the baby with the biggest head.
Bowling ball head. The bowling ball baby.
Yep. And it was all your dad. On my side, we all have perfect, tiny little heads. Like golf balls.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you think about the whole August thing?
Moving in with her?
Yeah. I guess it's a big decision, moving to Chicago.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly.
Would you want to move in with her?
Seems like we get along.
It seems like a good choice. Even if it's just for a while, at least we'd have a place to stay.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Are you worried about the theater? Or my school?
These days I'm worried about everything, but I'm confident too. Confident we can figure it out.
Yeah.
We've been through so much this last year. You've been through so much. I have to have faith that we'll continue to make things work.
Yeah. Me too.
I will say, August's house is pretty nice.
Her bathtub is the size of my bedroom.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be worth it for the bathtub alone. We should call August and tell her about all this.
Oh, hey August, guess what? Our dad really is our dad.
You can sleep easy. We're not French-Canadian after all.
Whatever we end up doing, I'm glad you're with me.
Aww.
Yeah. Me too.
See, it took less time to have the conversation than it took to duck the conversation the entire game. Just talk with people. Be open. Be communicative. Be honest. Well, that was a lovely game. It's kind of more of a visual novel, but I dug it. It is finished, and I'm going to have to figure out something to play on Thursday morning. I have plenty of stuff lined up, so I will have to make some decisions there. But in the meantime, thank you, Robert, for joining me on this one. And thank you, everybody that has joined me at some point along this journey. I really appreciate it. So, Carrie Russell. Is that the Carrie Russell? The marathon was awesome. I was super pleased. There were a couple of gamble movies that I wasn't sure how they would go over, and I was really pleasantly surprised. Like, I was not sure how people would actually receive the 1991 Bloodsucking Pharaohs in Pittsburgh, and people seemed to love it. So that was really, really a pleasant surprise, and everybody seemed to love Benny Loves You. Yeah, so I mean, I think over the time I've done movie reviews, I've kind of identified, like this one, it doesn't work except in a group setting, and then it's fun enough to riff on with friends. And those were the ones that I kind of purposefully put in there, hoping that I was right about that. And yeah, so it was a good time. Good time had by all. So anywho, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. So thank you again for joining me, and I hope everybody has a great week ahead. I hope to see you on Thursday morning. So take care. Bye-bye.